This is the goal when making digital art, to make it feel real. And this is the setting in Procreate that's going to do that for you. In Procreate's Brush Studio, there's a tab called Rendering, and this is where Procreate simulates how real paint behaves. It's not about how your brush looks, because that is on the Shape and the Grain tab. It's about how your paint acts when it hits the canvas. Thank you to A.M. Mullen for requesting this video, because now we can all learn how to use these settings to achieve the look that we want with our art here in Procreate. So when you're making art in Procreate, you usually have a specific goal. You want it to look like watercolor or acrylic or thick gouache, and there's many more art styles that you can try to achieve digitally. And the Rendering tab is where Procreate decides how your paint behaves when you use it. Whether it soaks in softly like watercolor, builds up thick like gouache, or blends smoothly like wet oil paint. So let's see how it does that. And we'll start by opening up the Brush Studio. We'll create a new brush by tapping on the plus sign. So that we can clearly see how the rendering settings work, we'll first change the shape to a soft one. Now we can see the brush behavior more clearly. And because the rendering settings affect color behavior, we'll clear out this white brush stroke and create a couple overlapping strokes of some contrasting colors. Now we're ready to learn in real time how all of these modes work. The first section, rendering mode, is all about water dilution. So how much water to pigment your brush can have. In other words, how diluted or concentrated your paint feels as you build up color. The top four, light, uniformed, intense, and heavy glaze, create an effect of more water to pigment. So if we're comparing this to real life paint, these modes would be more like watercolors or an acrylic or other paints saturated with water. However, the glaze modes can also be affected by pressure, like uniform glaze and intense glaze, which you can control more with applying pressure when you're painting or illustrating. The bottom two, uniform and intense blending, create an effect of more pigment to water. So like a thick gouache or even something like a Posca pen. These two blending modes also create an effect of layering paint, so you won't see opacity as you layer paint with these rendering modes on. Next is the blending section. And flow is how much paint comes out of your brush. So if you turn flow all the way up, it's kind of like what you would expect from a marker that's full of ink. Or if you turn it down, it's like one that's slightly dried out. And the paint will flow at an equal rate with this setting, unlike charge and dilution on the wet mix tab, which is how much paint is applied onto your canvas when you begin to make a stroke. Wet edges makes paint pull around the edges, giving that watercolor halo. Burnt edges darken the edges of your brushstroke when colors overlap. This darkening of the edges is called color burn. And then when you pair burnt edges to a burnt edges mode, it's going to change how those edges look. This setting simulates how pigment builds up on edges, or how colors can intensify on edges when they're overlapping. It can be how pigments react to each other. Each blending mode changes how transparent, reflective, or color mixing the paint behaves. Next is the blending mode within the brush. Blend mode for the brush affects how an entire brushstroke blends with another brushstroke, not just at the edges. This is like blending modes for layers of a canvas, how colors interact and blend. But changing this setting in the rendering tab of a brush makes it possible to use blending modes even on a single layer. Luminance blending is Procreate's way of blending lightness values instead of color values. Normally, Procreate blends colors like wet paint, mixing pigments until they dull down. But when you turn on luminance blending, it acts more like mixing light instead of paint. The result is cleaner, brighter blends like transparent watercolor glazes or colored lights overlapping on a stage. Next is the new alpha threshold setting. This is a new setting that Procreate added with their 5.4 update. This is the setting that will change how transparent the edges of your brushstroke are. Since Procreate art is rasterized, each illustration and painting are made of pixels, and those pixels can either be semi-transparent or solid. So whether you want that smooth blended look so the edges of your painting or illustration look smooth from far away, or you want pixel perfect edges with no transparency, this is the setting that is going to achieve that for you. Now, this isn't really something that is replicating traditional art materials. It's only something that comes in digital art. Unless you're talking about making art with perler beads, because perler beads kind of make that pixel art effect as well. And I have an entire video dedicated to this one setting and how it completely changes the game when making pixel art in Procreate. And I've linked that here so you can learn even more about it. And that's all the rendering settings. Seeing what these settings are meant to replicate in real life art really makes it easier to understand what they do. You can start to understand what each of these controls is meant to do instead of just guessing. And now you can confidently use the rendering settings to achieve the exact look that you want with your art, creating art that looks like the real thing, just without the mess, of course. And if you want to learn more about the Brush Studio settings, go ahead and check out this video right here. I break down the entire Brush Studio. Every setting is explained, and it's going to help you on your way to leveling up your Procreate skills.